Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and so today you are going on an adventure with us to Cebu and Siargao. Last February 23, we arrived at Mactan, Cebu. We took a grab from the airport to Cebu South Bus Terminal and we headed straight to Mualboal. We rode the bus for about 150 pesos per person, while our hostel costs around 2,360 pesos for the three of us. After 3 to 4 hours, we have arrived in Mualboal. As we arrived, we looked for a tricycle and also asked for a habal-habal for our upcoming tour the next day. It's gonna be a long day. We closed the deal for 4,000 pesos for the three of us with 2 habal-habals. After checking in, we went straight to the beach and had dinner while the sun was setting. We had to get up early for the next day. Good morning. Our time for now is 2:30 a.m. Now, originally I wasn't really planning to hike with them, but then I realized why not try to visit the Osmena Peak as well, since we're already here. How was it? It's... Oh, that sounds fun. We arrived after riding a motorcycle for about 2 hours, and while I was going up just this part, I slipped, and so that's where I decided, I was like, you know what, I'll just stay right here and wait for them. After waiting for about an hour, they weren't able to get a view of the sunrise due to the fog, and so here's a photo of me. Now we're off to one of my favorite destinations, Kawasan Falls.
We're here in Kawasan Falls. Not yet, but we're in the area. Grabe ang angkas. Nahabal-habal ang tawag dito. Ang sakit na ng pepe ko. Ang sakit na ng ankles. Ang sakit ng hita. Lahat.
My friend tried to drown me.
This is my 50 pesos Lucky noodles with eggs, so total of 75 pesos. 80 pesos. And then this is 20 pesos. I feel so social right now. I'm a taste test this beef noodles.
The next destination on our itinerary is the Aguinid Falls. I also did enjoy them on this adventure, and so let these clips tell you their story.
Smile, ma'am. Smile, ma'am. Okay. Smile. Yan. Oh, para ma-feel nyo yung bagsak ng tubig. Ma-feel nyo ka dyan. Gusto lang talaga niyang sumali sa video, ma'am. Kaya pumunta sa dyan. Yan. Ingat sa ulo, ha. Yan, enjoy kayo dyan. With Kuya Ong. Yan. Yan. Dyan, smile dyan. Yan. Yan. Sige, diretso lang, ma'am. What? Okay lang, ma'am. Okay lang. Sige, ma'am, diretso lang, ma'am. Parang meaning. Ma'am, anong masasabi niyo, ma'am? Ayos lang. Anong masasabi niyo sa tayo? Hindi namin kayo pababayaan, ma'am. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Level 6, ma'am. Oo, ito. Yan yung last na akyat natin, ma'am. Pagkatapos yan, wala na.
And so finally, I also joined them on the last activity on our itinerary, which is trekking to Dao Falls. Girl, they had me fooled on this one, okay? They said this was going to be easy, but it seems like after this trek, I ended up having a relationship with Kuya Lol.
Yay!
And so the next day, instead of going to Simala Church, we decided to just have a nice breakfast by the beach as we were about to head back to Cebu City for the day. We stayed at Andy Hotel and paid 1,184 pesos for one night. Luisa stayed in the room while Bianca went to a local coffee shop to work. Meanwhile, I explored around Ayala malls. Now that we're done with our side trip to Cebu, we're finally headed to our main destination, Siargao.
A warm welcome, 6851 to Siargao.
We took a UV for 200 pesos per person from the airport to get to General Luna and paid 80 pesos for our tricycle to get to our accommodation at Gardenview Homestay. Early check-in!
Really early check-in. Wow.
Nice!
Nag-i-inquire daw kasi na parang on the spot if pwede ba one night stay. Tapos di nila ina-accommodate yung mga ganun.
One night? Bakit?
Ano, parang mas prefer nila yung mga nag-online booking na.
Orange.
Kaya if ever man nagpumayag sila, di tayo maka-early check-in.
We're just simple girls.
We rented a BINGGO ride or TukTuk for about 2,500 pesos and had to learn it on the spot. It was pretty scary at first, but it was just tiring to operate a manual type of this motor, I guess. But in just one day, we were able to roam around the island of Siargao. Check out this coconut tree's view deck. There will be vendors out there and we'll try to sell you some snacks and bamboo straws, and guess what I bought? Pacifico Beach. Now before arriving here, we had some trouble with the TukTuk.
Bali, ayaw po gumana kanina nung BINGGO ride namin, yung parang yung TukTuk. Tapos medyo nagpanik ako. Pero naayos naman na. Ayaw kasi bumalik sa neutral. It's a manual na motor. At half na rin ang fuel namin at not much ang gasoline station dito. At dapat sa Petron lang daw.
We also stopped by Alegria Beach, $1 Million View, and Dao Falls. After all this, we ended the day at Siargao. After our morning rituals the next day, I decided that we should just rent a driver because after almost hitting a house when I was driving, I kind of got traumatized. We had to pay for an additional 800 pesos and for me it was kind of worth it, so yeah. Now we're headed to Sugba Lagoon. We had to rent a boat for 1,600 pesos to get to the lagoon, and we paid 500 pesos to rent a kayak. Guess who braved to jump the plank? Cause it's definitely not me.
Hindi na. I chickened out. She didn't. Super brave. Scary yung plank kasi parang it's like parang wait, hindi pa ako ready. Tapos baka malaglag ako. I used to do it this way.
You can still change your mind. You can still jump. Join me.
But you brave.
You brave too.
It hurts daw, the chest and the nose.
Okay na ako.
Okay na ako.
Temporary pain.
Devil. Where's my angel? Where
Ako
you
yung
at?
angel. I'm like, face
No,
your fears.
no, you the devil.
After Sugba Lagoon, we went straight ahead to Tayangban Cave Pool. Again, I also didn't join them because girl, I almost slipped after a few minutes trying to go down the stairs, and that's when I was like, I'm gonna wait outside again, this ain't for me.
It was fun. But dangerous.
Unfortunately, it was raining again when we got to Maasin River. And so after all of that, Kuya took us to Kermit Resort Restaurant and we had some cocktails and great food to end the night.
Wine for the lady.
Wine.
Baka bigla matulog lang ako.
You blushing. Oh, drunk.
Natural color.
Sunburn.
And so the next day, surf lessons. I don't know why I decided not to join them, and looking back, I do kind of regret it now. Ugh. But I think I just got so insecure about my body, so I didn't join them. Now that Siargao offers tons of restaurants and shops out there, we just kind of chill throughout the day as we were headed to Bukas Grande for the following morning. Siargao really has that magical vibe when you're there. It felt like I didn't want to leave the place. There's also a party every night, but you'll just have to ask the locals on where their scheduled party is going to be held at.
Hi. We're here at Cloud9. Tinatay namin si Bianca. And we did nothing but eat, drink coffee. Pero nag-serve sila kanina umaga mga 5:30 a.m. Then we slept. We ate at Mama's Grill. Good food. Ano yung next? Yung bake na cafe owned by Rachel Peters. She's a beauty queen, I think. Then now we're here. Next is dinner, but we don't know where. Ay, saan ba tayo? Bravo. I can't wait to edit this, and I'm gonna use Sophie's song, so go and support her. Check her out on Spotify. It's Sophie Reyes. Yun lang, bye. The time is currently 4:49 a.m. and we're going to Bukas Grande. Then that's it. We have to be there at 6. Support. So here's our breakfast. And then Mama Luis is cooking. And then there's some cats outside. And a doggy.
As we arrived at the port, we were waiting for the announcement if we'll be able to get to Bukas Grande. And guess what? Unfortunately, we received the news that due to the weather, waves, or current, traveling to Bukas Grande was not allowed. And so instead of going back to our place, we tried to find a way to get to another island, the Corregidor Island. We had to spend about 4,000 pesos to rent a private boat to get there, but to have the island all to ourselves was worth it. Bianca and Luisa hiked, and I'm not gonna lie, the view was stunning. After waiting for them, we went for a swim and just enjoyed the waves and played with the sand. This is just exactly what I wanted, to just chill by the beach. And so all good things must come to an end. This is definitely not our last time in Siargao since we weren't able to visit Bukas Grande. So that gives us an excuse to come back. Now we're headed back to Cebu with a connecting flight to Manila, and we thank you all for coming on this adventure with us. We hope you had fun, and we'll see you on our next trip. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching!